Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology came in existence almost 2 decades ago. Situated at the heart of Kakamega town in western Kenya, the university has been committed to producing competent men and women with the ability to compete favorably in the Kenyan job market as well as abroad. Under the current stewardship of Professor Solomon Shibairo, the university has been able to make several historic strides. Most has an accredited TVET institute.
We already have quite a number of infrastructural developments that are on the ground. For example, when I joined there are already many buildings. For example, one of them is called SPD, Science Building. It has a school by the name School of Natural Sciences. This is whereby you get all lecture theaters, you get offices, you get laboratories for teaching sciences. We have similar one for teaching engineering mixed with other sciences. And there's some for teaching education and business, and so on. So those kind of infrastructures are there in Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology. But we have had a big intake of students and many programs, so they are not enough. So currently we have 4 programs that we are going to make sure that they occur. In the long term, we shall have a complex in charge of education, another one in charge of disaster management, another one in charge of ICT, and then in the very near future, one in charge of health sciences, that means medicine, nursing and public health, and one in charge of labor and leadership studies. And at present, we are constructing one in charge of engineering and TVET. Taking one, for example, the one of engineering and TVET, it's going to house and teach mainly engineering students.
We are a University of Science and Technology. TVET program is in one of the institutes in the university. Yes, it's the TVET Institute, where we have students coming in and learning these hands-on skills, just like in other TVET institutions. We are presently at the 4th admission. Our students are in 4th year, that is the earliest students. Our completion rate is not low, it is high. But we're talking about well over 80 up to 90%. The number that we are churning out is about 4,052. This consists of 10 PhDs, 26 masters, 29 PGDs, about 3,177 bachelors, 394 diplomas, 128 certificates.
We are going back to the origins, or the reason why Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology is. This institution was started in the year 1972 by visionaries in the western part of Kenya who wanted an institute that would solve the day-to-day issues that are affecting the people there. They had challenges in food production, in water provision. They had challenges in energy. They called it WECO, Western College, in the year 1972. And it ended up with people producing things like wheelbarrows, hoes, jembes are the hoes, forks. These are things which were sold to the people then so they can use. It also developed people with skills in agriculture so they would do better agriculture. But now where they lost that is that other people came in with other ideas to transform that institution to a bigger college and finally to the universities. But we have been challenged by the Ministry of Education and the people of Kenya that we need to have what we call a flagship, something to be known for. And we said we want to be known by where we came from, to be known that this university produces people with those skills and even, if possible, produce those material. We want to be known even graduate from a diploma to degree. So they are TVET degrees.
We offer a lot of subsidies to the students. The students don't actually pay the market rates, and in so doing, we ensure that the students are comfortable so that they're able to concentrate on their studies. The market really requires a lot of these individuals, so there will be a lot of demand for that kind of training, and what the university is purposed to do will keep availing funds and resources to ensure that we are able to avail to the market the required numbers.
TVET training is very important to us as a university. Remember, Masinde Muliro University is a university of science and technology. Yes, we are pursuing at the higher level on engineering, science, but we are also considering that we need the hands-on people to perform some duties. And that is why in our strategic plan, we made sure that we wanted to establish a TVET institute.
Currently we have about 20 programs that have been accredited by TVETA, but we have other programs that are going the process of accreditation. We want to put a lot of emphasis in skill training. Unlike the other programs that have been learning, the bachelor's programs that concentrate more on theory and academic work, we are looking at the skills. So we want to impart skills to our young men and women so that the courses that they are going to take, by the time they leave this university, they have a skill on their hands. The curriculum is formulated such that you have what we call occupation standard. The occupation standard shows where the students will be located upon graduation, and this is worked by the industry. So with the input of the industry, you are sure that this person that you are training for a certain area is going to be placed in a certain part of this industry or a certain section of a certain industry. So we are involving the industry in development of our programs so that they are relevant to the industry.
In the conventional way of learning, we have students getting a lift in the academic ladder, and in that system, which is regulated by Commission for University Education, they go for 4 years. We realize that then there's a lot of theory as opposed to TVET. TVET is purely and basically hands-on. Most of the delivery is through practice. We have a challenge in terms of human resource. We have a challenge in terms of identity. Because the issue of people understanding what TVET is does not only affect those who are outside. Even people in the university, majority of them don't understand what TVET is. So we have those two challenges, but we believe now with the support of the government in terms of infrastructure, we are looking forward to having personnel hired so that we can tutor the students as expected. The essence of TVET is that if you have done prior learning, that is recognized and acknowledged, such that if you have a certificate in whatever professional discipline, when you come to do your diploma, you do it for less time. The same is carried forward when you want to do your degree. For example, conventional degree is 4 years. When you have TVET, it can take up to 18 months because already you are recognized at the previous level.
I'm taking a diploma in general agriculture at Masinde Muliro University. I love doing farming. I'm a fish farmer. I have some few ponds at home. I do plant some ALVs, that are African leafy vegetables, at home. So taking this course will help me have more knowledge so that I may be able to continue doing whatever I'm doing at home and assist other farmers.
Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology is the hub of education with a state-of-the-art library. The university also boasts of a well-equipped anatomy lab with a resource center for students from neighboring institutions.
This is the foundation for a medical person, because all the structures, all whatever that you are going to be doing in the future is based on what you are going to be learning in anatomy. We are using real bodies to train our doctors or medical people, because in other countries they use dummies.
All the laboratories are well equipped with the learners' interests at heart.
The university has prepared me well for the job market. All the the young people who are aspiring to come and join Masinde Muliro. I welcome them. Here we gain our experience, the skills that are necessary.
We scale high and achieve what is set before us. Also looking at the community, knowing that we don't operate in an island. So we give back. We are doing things that really are not academic, but they are good for the community. Like for example, when COVID came, we are into making sanitizers, we are into making the masks. I want to assure our grand ones that they are well cooked. They have what it takes to compete out there.
Not only are they packed with theory, they are also packed with knowledge. They will ensure that the employer gets good returns for value for investing in them. They are good workers. They can solve issues. Even if they don't get employed, they also can create companies.
I encourage the parents, I encourage the students that this is the place to be.
There is a very good prospects, especially for the TVET in the next 5 years. I see for now we have about over 3,500 students. I see in the next 5 years or so, we could even be doing over 10,000 of those students.
One of the interesting things that we want to put up is a teaching factory. A teaching factory that will help our students to train and at the same time to produce products for export. So we're hoping TVET to be a notch higher in 5 years' time, and will be way out there as a master in a center of excellence in TVET education in the country.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Where you are right now is where we were several years ago, but well, you have started the journey. I must say, where I work right now at the Nation Media Group as a senior political reporter, I can basically tell you that this journey has been one of the best. As you step out of Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology, having graduated with the honors you have to make sure that you wear that Masinde Muliro University badge with honor.
Most council management and staff congratulates the 2021 graduates and wishes them the best in their future endeavors.